it was pointed out to me that because I also have autism and ADHD, and I was diagnosed after my sons were diagnosed, but I had a reader point out to me when I was explaining how, my character's trying to find a sense of belonging, but they're too human for here, too magic for here. So where do they belong? They need to figure it out. They need to master their abilities. They need to survive. And somebody said, well, that's kind of like your journey through life with autism, trying to figure out where you fit into everything and just sort of survive the chaos of society. And so I think my big arc is written by me. There's a couple of characters that have some, like tendencies of mine. Like, for example, my there's a character in there he doesn't take jokes. He doesn't understand a lot of the magical creatures. They don't understand human humor. Say that 10 times fast. And that is a lot of me because I have a hard time understanding jokes. I can tell a joke, I can give sarcasm, but to try to understand it, I have a difficult time putting myself into their shoes and seeing it from their perspective.
Well, and I remember you talking about, let's see if I can remember, because you would study people, like almost like you were on another planet and you were studying people to understand them so you knew how to you react the way that
Yeah,
was
I wrote my
expected
own
of you.
script. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I spent years watching people because I didn't know how to talk to people. I wanted to talk. I wanted to have friends just like every other kid does, but I didn't know how to approach that. I didn't, it was simple when you're little because you just go up to somebody, a kid in the park, it's like, hey, my name is such and such. Do you want to play? Let's be friends. And it's so easy. But when you get to teenager or you get to, like get a little older, it becomes a lot more complicated. And so I would watch people and I would write, like, okay, so and so said this. This was the answer. Oh, there was a smile. I must say this. This must be what I need to say when somebody says that. And so I wrote my own script, sorry.
No, it's okay. Almost like a programming language. You were trying to program into yourself.
Yeah.
These are the predefined responses to these situations.
Yes.
Now,
Because not many people understand with autism is that it's not that you can't learn, like social communication was a big thing for me, being able to communicate effectively and stuff. But even though I have autism, it's not that I can't learn how to do that. It's just that those things that would come naturally to other people do not come naturally to me. I have to actively learn them. And so I actively taught myself how to communicate.
absolutely. So now, how much does all of that play into your characters, or do you have any one character that especially reminds you of that time period of your life?
I think all of my characters have a little bit here and there, little aspects of it, of me in them. But there's not one specific character where I can say, hey, this person is me. Not even my protagonist is me. But every single one of my characters has bits and pieces of me and, my strengths and my weaknesses. Like, for example, my protagonist is petrified of heights. Well, so am I. So I can see that. But I do think that the fact that I spent so much time watching people and trying to figure out what their motivations are, what they're thinking, what they're doing, why they're doing the things they do, gave me a little bit more understanding of, like emotions and people in general. But I'm always been very much an out of the box creative thinker too. So